Hey everyone, it is Tanya. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another apartment renovation. Today I'm renovating Pinecrest Apartments number 402 in Evergreen Harbor, and this is going to be an apartment for some grandparents. I didn't really have an idea of who they were or their personalities and things they were interested in right away when I was building this. I just knew I wanted something that had grandparent vibes, and it came together pretty well in the end. I really love this apartment. I was going for some more stereotypical things, but also stuff that I have seen in my own grandma's house and just older homes in general. So we have a lot of fun colors in here and fun wallpapers. We have shag carpeting, which I adore. We got that recently with the pastel pop kit, I'm pretty sure. And it was perfect for this apartment. It's kind of open concept, but we have a U-shaped kitchen that has a couple of walls around it. And I love how this came out. I really hope you will enjoy it as well. If you do and you'd like to download this build, it will be available on the Sims 4 gallery. You can find it under my EA ID, which is Gryphi, Gryphi. You can also find it under the hashtag MissGryphi, and that information will also be in the description down below. So I did build this over on Twitch first, and as usual, chat has a lot of fun when we do that, coming up with the personalities of the Sims that live here and who lives here. And without fail, every time I build something that is for grandparents or just something a little bit older style or more whimsical, immediately chat is like, this is for lesbians. So we have some lesbian grandmas here. This is the home of Ethel and Betsy, and I love them. I love everything we came up with for them. I can't remember which one of them, but one of them is constantly losing their glasses. So we have a couple of pairs of glasses throughout this home for them. And actually somebody in the stream had created them and tweeted me over on Twitter. And they're so cute. I love the concept of this couple, and their home is adorable. So I really hope you will like it because I love decorating in this style. There's just something so fun about some of the more dated appliances and wallpapers and tiling to go ahead and decorate a space, because I feel like too many times in The Sims, we try to create things that are a little bit more pristine and perfect and put together. And I think it's way more fun to do something more realistic that has more character to it, if that makes sense. So this was really fun in that way. I made sure to add lots of like cross stitching and things like that around the home. There's candy jars for the grandkids when they come over. I know that was something that was always present in my great grandmother's home. Every time I went over there, she had a full candy jar on her coffee table. It was a very like pretty porcelain candy jar. I actually own it now. That is something that I got from her when she passed away, because it was something that I strongly thought of when I thought of her home, because as a kid, we all rushed over to that candy jar. So I thought putting these little candy canisters over on the side table made a lot of sense in this apartment, and it was a little nod to my great grandmother. And I really like those. Those are from Debug, and they came with the paranormal stuff pack. I believe there's supposed to be some sort of paranormal candy, but they are so cute. I love the style of them, so I was happy to include that. I was also thinking that one of the Sims living here was into fishing. I'm not sure which one. And at first, I just kind of placed it down and I picked a picture that was of a male Sim because I hadn't decided who the two Sims living here were yet, just that I was thinking it was a couple and that they were grandparents. So I do change that a little bit later. I'm not sure if that was Ethel or Betsy. I was getting a little confused because we had so many different ideas going on, and we were agreeing to some of them and incorporating those and then going back and forth quite a bit on how this space was going to come together. But I did make sure to include cross-stitching and like little crafty things throughout, as well as the couple pairs of glasses, which I thought was really fun. So right here, I'm trying to incorporate a dining space right by the kitchen and the living room, but it felt a little too scrunched. I also tried doing a gallery wall here, and I thought it was way too busy. So I do get rid of that in the end, and I opted to keep this clock on the wall, which once again, this one's actually not to my grandma, not my great grandma. She has one of these on her wall, and it's just something, as soon as we got it in the game, I immediately thought of her. So I thought it was perfect to add in a grandparent's apartment. And then I decided to move the dining space to be over by the front door, which I didn't know what I was doing with that space yet. So I thought that that worked perfectly. You can also see I'm using Tool to move this mirror. This is one that came with Discover University, and I rotated it on its side to put above the fireplace. It's pretty simple and modern. I thought it was nice to mix a couple of different styles in here. I also thought about adding these armchairs. I can't remember if I kept them or not in the end, because they're a little bit busy, but I do really like them. So I guess we shall see. I did swap out swatches and furniture so many different times, but I absolutely love that side table that I actually put the candy jars on top of. That one is from Seasons, and I love that you can see all the plates and stuff inside of it. I feel like for a very long time I forgot that that existed. So lately I've been trying to use it more because it's such a nice item, and it doesn't come up in the regular side tab, like the side table catalog. And I don't know why. So that's why I always forget that it exists. Okay, I think I got rid of one of the chairs and just kept one of the armchairs. That one is from Cats and Dogs, and I just think it's beautiful. And I opted for this base game sofa, which is an unlockable and still one of my favorite couches in the entire game. I think it is so nice. I also will be adding a TV in here in a little bit. I completely forgot to do that for a while, but I thought that that would be a nice addition. And so we get like a little boxy TV, which I think is quite cute. I also really wanted to use this corner cabinet over here. That one is from Cats and Dogs. Just a place for more trinkets. That's always a nice thing to add in a cluttered home like this. And yeah, just trying to figure out what else I want to put in this space. Getting a coffee table. It's a little bit squished in here, but I think it's fine. I quite enjoyed that. I thought it was quite realistic. I also put these board games on the table. We have the chess table that came from the Everyday Clutter kit. I really like that item. I love that whole kit. It's just so good. And speaking of which, I really wonder what the first content we're going to get this year is. I have a feeling it's going to be a kit. So I hope it's a build and buy kit if it's going to be a kit. I could also see whenever infants come out, since we know they're coming out in early 2023, and we are now in early 2023. I wouldn't be surprised if we got a kit about infants. So like we get everything we need for them in the base game. It's updated, but there's extra stuff you can get in a kit. I fully expect that to happen because I always said if we got updated babies, there would probably be like a baby's stuff pack as well with extra stuff. And now we're not really getting stuff packs anymore. It's not been confirmed, but it's been like 2 years since we got a stuff pack. So not really expecting it at this point. I kind of expect there to be some infant related kit, like maybe a nursery kit. I could see that. Oh, like first nursery kit, first bedroom. Oh, that'd be so cute. Now I'm really excited at the concept of that because I don't know what items we're going to get. We obviously saw a couple of things in that teaser when we got to see infants for the first time last year. And then there was like a playpen. There was something like blocking off the door. There was a couple of boxes of toys and stuff like that. And I'm assuming that's all content that's coming free with infants with the infant update because we would need some sort of items for these Sims. And I really hope we're getting like proper cribs because that's something I've missed so much from The Sims 3 because your babies went in cribs and your toddlers also went in cribs. I love the toddler beds, but I wish it was optional. So I'm assuming with infants, we'll have a different sort of bed for them. So probably some sort of crib. But I hope you can also have toddlers in there because it would be more fun for gameplay if you could have toddlers in a crib or a toddler bed because there's that storytelling of like their first bed. And I think that's a really cute idea. So maybe that's something we will see. I don't know. I'm just kind of rambling at this point and not really talking about the build. You can see the dining space coming together and we're in the kitchen adding some more clutter in here. I just wanted to get like some canisters and stuff. These are all from Cottage Living. I think the items from that pack are absolutely perfect. I think that's one of my favorite expansion packs in the whole game. At this point, it just adds so much and it's beautiful. I love the items. I love the worlds. Obviously, we're not building there right now because this is an apartment and we only have 2 worlds that come with an apartment option. We have Evergreen Harbor and San Myshuno. But I really hope this year in some of the expansion packs we're getting, because we're getting 2 this year, there are apartments because it kind of looks like one of them might be a city world. So I can hope. I'm not going to like expect it, but I can hope. I'm very excited for what we should be getting in the Sims this year. It should be a pretty exciting one, especially because we at least know we're getting 2 expansion packs plus a whole new life stage. Whereas this past year, we only had 1 expansion pack. Granted, I liked it, but I'm probably a little bit biased because I worked on the High School Years expansion pack. So I knew about it for a very long time and I was quite excited about it. But either way, I'm very excited for what 2023 has to offer for The Sims, and I can't wait to hear more. I'm kind of hoping they announce something this week. I know last year, I think it was like on the 5th of the year, or the 4th or the 5th, they dropped their like quarterly teaser for The Sims, and so I'm sort of hoping that happens tomorrow. Since it's usually a Tuesday or a Thursday, that would make sense. If so, what are you hoping it announces? Let me know what you're looking forward to in this year for The Sims. Anyway, the bathroom has pretty much come together now. It's pretty much standard for what I do for a lot of bathrooms, but I think it looks so cute and cozy with the tile and the countertops that I chose. I love the little bunny statue in the corner as well. I thought that that was a cute addition. And then I'm just remembering to add a trash can over by the front door because I completely forgot it. But anyway, this is going to be the one and only bedroom in this space. I wasn't thinking they had a spare bedroom for like grandkids to come over. This is a pretty small apartment, so I decided just a one bedroom. But they probably come and visit sometimes. I think that would be really cute. Obviously, that's why I put out the candy. I thought that that was a cute idea. And so I'm just trying to figure out the layout in here. I really wasn't quite sure what I wanted. Also, I just realized I noticed me putting these bookcases together in the living room, and I didn't explain that when I decided not to use them, I threw it in here and I created like a standing piano in the living room. I like to do that from time to time because we don't have a proper standing piano, and I think that's more realistic than a grand piano and obviously a lot smaller. So I combined a couple of cabinets together with a keyboard to make that happen, and then I moved this bookcase into the bedroom. There's a lot of mismatched woods in this bedroom and in the whole apartment, but I kind of liked that. It feels like the furniture pieces were gathered together over a lifetime for these Sims, and I think that's a fun way to do this, and definitely way more realistic. Not everyone has full matching sets of everything. I think it adds so much more character to the space. So yeah, just got a rocking chair in here. We have a vanity, lots of curtains, this really beautiful wallpaper from Cottage Living with all of the florals on it. And I needed to grab another pair of glasses. Was it Ethel or Betsy? I don't remember. If you were in that stream, which one of them needs multiple pairs of glasses throughout the apartment because they keep losing track of theirs? Because I think that's so realistic. If I was taking my glasses off all the time, I would definitely lose them. I only really take them off to shower and to sleep, and I still misplace them all the time. And I don't understand how. So I thought that that was a fun addition to the space. Just also getting a mirror over here, hanging up a bathrobe as well. And what else do I add to this space? Oh yeah, I added this little quarter cabinet. That is from Get Famous. It has like a little vase on top of it. I think it's really cute. And also a couple of other decorative touches over here. So we have a wreath on the wall as well as this ornate mirror. I think just like a couple of items that they've collected over time kind of scattered about made a lot of sense. I really enjoyed that. And here, I believe I've already changed the painting on the fish thing here to be a different sim. Oh no, I'm doing it right now. And just adding a couple more paintings here to kind of turn it into a small collage wall because it felt sort of out of place. It wasn't over something. So just adding a couple more paintings there I think helped. I also got somebody's diploma as well as like a coat rack over here. And that should be pretty much it for this apartment. I really hope you enjoyed it. I loved how this one came out. So yeah, I already told you how you can download it, but if you did enjoy this build, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel if you have not already and click that bell to be notified when I upload. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the screenshots, and I will see y'all soon. Bye everyone.